They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the UMASS Minutemen, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. UMass will kick off and we'll be underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Iowa's offense will get the first crack at it here. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him, and I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give out of the gun. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Phillips. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. He's got it. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
Nice job, big fella. You make a catch, you're a viable target for your quarterback, and gain a couple of yards.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
The Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So UMass offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
This crowd to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Jordan. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Now the play fake. Look out, he's got room. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of a quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hardy. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the running back. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. It's the end of the 1st quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football, when the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engage and wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. No matter how many times you see it, a moving moment here at Iowa between the 1st and 2nd quarter when the entire crowd acknowledges the children across the way. Hope they enjoy the game as we continue in the 2nd quarter. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll give it to the back. Runs through the tackle. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this 1st drive.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he missed it. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. You're trying to break this scoreless tie, and instead you knock it off the post.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical.
Breaks into the open. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Give to the running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Punt is on its way. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. The UMASS offense returns to the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Brought down at the 45. And that's a first down for the offense.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Got it in the middle. It's Harding.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
The Minutemen can explore that playbook on 2nd and short. The play-action fake. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play-action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Jordan. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
UMass will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Takes the handoff. It's Moulton. Oh, spins away. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Hawkeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Snagged in the middle, it's Moulton. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They go to the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Off play action. Makes the catch. It's Hardy. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Catch in the middle. It's Griffin. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. UMass will line up to punt it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Picks up the first down, still moving. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll give it to him again. That should be the final play of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Iowa City has given us a fun first half. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's send it back to Duke Slater Field at Kinnick Stadium.
And the Hawkeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hardy. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll leave it with him. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Trying to help the knee on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Jordan. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Kick is in the air. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Looking for space. It's Moulton. Makes it past the marker. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes. The blocking is so important for theirs.
Turning it on. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. Complete with conviction on the crosser. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
They want to throw it. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And that one will give them the lead.
Well, it's been a defensive war this entire game, and you're wondering who can break through. Give this offense a lot of credit. It has not been easy, but they've been physical. They did a really nice job, I think, with play calling there and setting things up. And finally, someone is able to get on the board.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harding. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The give to the tailback. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try the right side. Running to Green. Got enough for the first down. Into the secondary on the right. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
All right, David, as someone that loves defense and sound defense, how would you evaluate their job fitting that play?
To quote the great philosopher Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Defense is about making the ball go where you want it to go. Like guys doing their job and fitting it to the second-level player correctly. That was a clinic tape on what not to do.
UMASS hoping that big run will give them some momentum. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Dropping back, it's Jordan. Here comes the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that last play is sort of a microcosm of the kind of day it's been for them offensively in this one. They just haven't really been able to do anything well. They haven't been able to run the ball, catching and throwing, and pass protection like you saw that last play, giving up the sack. There's a lot this offense needs to build on, needs to get better at moving forward.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything of it.
UMass will line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Iowa has the ball back on offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, and the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. They'll try the left side. Oh, he's got some space. Got the first down and more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage of the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
Quick completion to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. On the move, it's Moulton. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Hawkeyes look to keep this drive humming. They'll ride the hot hand. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Hawkeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
So now it's 2nd and long. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. The quick out. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
And obviously, getting the completion, it's a killer. They get a new set of downs. You got to find a way to make a play now. The saving grace, I guess, Jesse, is he ran out of bounds and stopped the clock, so at least the clock isn't running.
Yeah, and David, it's just a situation right now defensively. I think you just got to take more chances, right? You may have to blitz, you may have to sell out, you might risk giving up a big play, but it's just so critical at this juncture of the game that you're able to retake possession to give yourself a chance to win.